All right. Welcome back to episode 22 of the Dark Dungeon of Pop Culture, the Jabba's Dungeon podcast, with, as always, Avery, Chad, Tyler, and myself. Boys, this week we're back. We all had a big gangbang for Valentine's Day, and we watched a really interesting superhero movie from the 90s. Really innovative for Marvel. Move out the way, Blade. This was the OG Marvel superhero movie, Captain America from 1990. With I love how in the beginning when they're talking to Steve Rogers, they're like, "Hey, kid, look at this kid," and it is like a man that looks every bit of like 35 years old, and he just has seen some shit. Like, I don't know. Chris Evans just like even when like even despite the fact that they had him just like as a string bean with special effects, he looks like 20 years younger than this guy did throughout the entire movie, which was just kind of like insane. I hated looking at this dude's fucking face. I don't know about you all. I just hated his face.
I hated, I think the most, I love muscle suits in superhero movies now. I mean, the costume, other than the mask that we'll talk about, was pretty accurate. But seeing just like a averagely fit person and skin tight, I was like, uh,
I kept getting
I wanted a
confused
big buff cap.
because he was like at
Yeah.
points. I feel like he was in like civilian clothes, and it kind of looked like he was wearing the Captain America like muscle suit underneath him. And I was like, is he wearing it under there? Is it like? It looks so weird because his like shoulders are so up there sometimes.
Like
Exactly.
Superman's like ready to just like bust his shirt open.
Yeah.
It's just Captain America.
That's how it felt. I mean, because I was just so like, again, not to compare it to fucking new Captain America and shit, but like because fuck, this is like so long ago in the way of like superhero movies, just for what they're going for, and again the 90s. But the guy before he gets the super soldier serum already looks like you said, like fit enough. Like I could, just see him out the gate just being Captain America, but they just go through the whole super soldier serum thing again, and it's underneath a fucking like diner. Like they have to bust through a wall to get to like this underground staircase that's under this diner for some reason.
His muscles just enlarged like by 1%.
Yeah, he flexed, and they just like were like, "Oh shit!" Like,
Fucking electricity did it. Like just zap him again.
and like, and I don't know. I do think how they introduced Red Skull in the beginning was like
That was
it definitely gave you like an idea, like maybe this isn't so bad, because like that was actually like relatively well done. I felt like I was watching fucking Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But
Then you see his face, and you're like, what the fuck?
I feel
What
like
the
if it would have
fuck?
stayed in the past instead of just like moving like to the future so quickly
exactly.
Yeah.
and kept it with the Red Skull face, it would have been
It
better.
it felt so choppy because we were doing that, and then it immediately went to Captain America, a 35-year-old man that's turning into like a brute, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Oh no, he was limping. He was limping. We can't take this photo. Let me run 5 miles down the fucking road. Like Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So like he is this proper like 6 foot something, like, well fit dude, but he's got like one fucking leg shorter than the other, so he's got like a little limp. That's his one disability. And he fucking was just like peak male after his injection.
I I don't know if it was just me, but every time I saw him, I thought about the guy that played in Rocky, like the blonde guy that fought Rocky. I think
Dolph Lundgren,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like they was like trying to get that actor, but they were like, "I'll just get this fucking guy."
Bro, I would have took a foreign Captain America over this fucker. I don't even know what this dude reminded me of. He just like reminds me of like a dopey dad that would be on like a Disney Channel show. Like I just
Yeah.
hated looking at his face so bad. I don't know why. It just pissed me off. Honestly, the Captain America suit though, like Tyler was kind of saying, aside from the mask where it just bewilders me how they just done the ears on the side of the mask. Like, you're telling me they couldn't have just cut out holes. Other than that, the suit was like okay, like not bad, especially given 1990 when they were
The,
making
the
this.
suit and the shield, I don't think were too bad either. Like the shield actually looked like kind of what you would see in like early MCU before everything kind of changed. So
Mm.
Dude, it was so funny to me though that like immediately his first mission he got froze. It was like holy shit! Immediately he just
He didn't
disappears.
he didn't even have like a badass like.
No, he
No.
sucked. He got like bitched out by hemorrhoid fucking Red Skull, bro.
It was hilarious. I was just like, this motherfucker immediately first mission on just frozen. That's crazy.
and then when he's taking the missile, like flying it like on top of it, how did that kid get a picture?
I was gonna say that scene made me want to kill myself. I won't lie, because this fucking kid is going to sleep and he's like, "I want to go visit the White House," and fucking he sneaks out. He somehow gets on the lawn of the White House, which I guess okay, this is before like JFK got shot, I think, and like he gets the picture. He's like looking in the viewfinder. He can make out Captain America's face, gets the fucking pic, and like he's like, "Whoa!" And then he tells his friend about it, and fucking oh my god, I just hate when movies do this. Like, I feel like they like some movies can do it well, but when they're doing like the time jumps, and this was like a fucking AI generated time jump where it was like going through 1950s,
Yeah.
1960s,
With
1970s,
the
1980s.
location every single time.
Yes, and it's just like the most like, basic shit. It felt like some Forrest Gump ass shit.
It's
And
the picture of the
and-
White House, and they have to put the White House.
yes, that made me so mad, bro. Okay, listen, because I fucking pushed this out of my brain. Whenever it was happening, I was just like, I hate my life. I hate my life. I hate my life. I won't lie. And it's like the White House. It's like, fucking really? And then it did like Antarctica, and it's like, no shit. You don't gotta tell us where we're at all the time, which some MCU movies and just movies in general do that nowadays, but goddamn. And that little fuck that took the picture of him on the White House lawn grew up to become the president, which
Man, it's crazy if
Okay.
you didn't like the locations in this movie. Wait till you watch Brave New World. That's all I'm gonna say.
fuck.
They brought it back. They brought it back just for it.
Every like 15 minutes, we're in a new location, and they tell you exactly where we are.
God.
Shows you Lady Liberty, New York.
His little
It was like, it went not to like jump ahead. It was like White House, Japan, Indian Sea, West Virginia,
Oh.
back to the White House, and every time it's telling you Washington D.C., Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay, so Cap wakes up and fucking I don't even know, like the crew from the Thing finds
Yeah, the
him.
thing. That's what I thought.
And I just you mentioning that now, I picture like him like running out of the tent, kind of like the old Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot footage where he's like,
Yeah. Dude,
and then the president seeing the newspaper article and going, he has the picture, and he's like,
That's so stupid.
dude,
That was so fucking stupid.
what was crazy is that they kept looking at the ice like they couldn't see the fucking dude inside of it. What are you? Like, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a man in there.
Bro, and then he goes back to his house and he sees a woman that he thinks is like his fucking girl. I know it's not whatever her name is,
Bernie.
the big tit hot chick from the new movies, but it's
Oh.
like a different one. Her name's like Betty or something.
Shit, I forgot her name.
Yeah, but he walks up to
Peggy.
Yeah, but this is like a different one. This isn't Peggy, is it, in this movie?
Like Bernie.
Bernie or Betty? Bernie. But he walks up to this chick named Bernie that he thinks is Bernie, and he just like grabs her, and like he gets shit canned by this woman thinking that he's about to assault her, and And she opens up the door and it's his missus, just like, 40 years removed, and she's like old, and that always just throws me for a loop whenever Captain America sees his love interest whenever she's like pushing 70. I'm just like thinking there's gonna be like some crazy shenanigans going on, you know what I mean?
She was about to put it down too, right in front of her husband.
Right in front of her husband. Yeah, they were like in quite friendly,
Dude standing on the porch like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
And god damn, I wish I didn't put so much out, but I really just could not handle it. But she was like, I never moved, so you could find your way home. I'm just like, god damn.
Yeah.
Shoot me
She,
in the back of the head.
Oh god.
And oh my god, Tyler, tell us about the fucking scene where the guy is like lore dropping all of the all of the US events in the past 40 years.
He's like, Red Skull was responsible for the assassination of Martin Luther King, and
It's like, you don't even know who these people are.
Pretty much showing like every like world event, and then just like he's like, I don't believe you. Cap.
And then what happened?
they
I think I'm gonna be sick.
just pull over.
Pulls over, and he fucking gets out, acts like he's about to throw up, and then the guy comes out. He's like, "Are you okay, Captain America?" And he fucking just runs back to the car, and I'm like, "What? This is the most insane thing I've ever seen. What?" And he's like, "No, don't leave me!" And like that dude definitely should be dead because he's just like in the middle of like the Canadian countryside, just got left, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?"
It's kind of crazy
The fact
too.
this movie pulled that twice.
Yes. And like he sees like the little signs in the car like made by China, and then like racism kicks in real quick. He's like, what the fuck?
What? He saw it's made in China, fucking like a Japanese car or whatever.
I was like, holy shit, they're really like they're leaning into that. That's kind of crazy.
They should have given him like a Volkswagen he could steal or something.
And then he done that shit again with the daughter. And he was like getting smitten with his like girl's daughter or whatever. And okay, bro. And then Red Skull, he doesn't have his Red Skull anymore. He kind of just looks like an IED just blew up in his face or something. I don't fucking
Patchwork.
know. Yeah. And then the president passes him his shield, and then he hits him with the, "Hey, president, thanks." And I'm just like fucking in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I held in because we watched this on YouTube. I fucking just held like the ×2 speed for like a lot of the scenes because I was like, this shit is so stupid. Like,
Dude, one thing that popped in my head that we forgot to talk about is where when Captain America like is like finally made, and then the Nazis like hell Hitler, and he like guns down that woman, and he totally gets like shot like 5 times in the chest and survives that shit. I just like thought about that. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely one of the worst movies I've seen. Kudos to them for trying, but and it's just like, maybe if I was just like actually like just blasted off of some kind of not like, something, I would enjoy it, but sober not so much. So I gave it 1 star.
We watched this in like a group setting all together.
That would go quite
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, we need to figure out how to do that where it's not like off screen, but you can set a timer. So like if we ever like streamed it or something, like we can have watch like.
Well, I guess we could always do like a shared screen thing, kind of like what we do for like the tier list, like for something like that that's on like on YouTube or something. Or
I mean, we could even probably do it because like you can get on Disney Plus and all that kind of stuff on PCs too. So
Chad, Dad, Father, drop us the lore on what you thought of Brave New World because you got to see it.
Brave New World does not deserve all of the criticism it's getting. I'm not going to say it's a perfect movie. There are some flaws. Pretty much, if you liked the 2008 Incredible Hulk, you will like this movie.
Okay. Well, the fuck, I'm down already. You got me.
Because it's pretty much just a continuation of that story. The CGI in parts is a little bad. You can definitely tell there were reshoots that kind of held back this movie. But overall, it's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. The Red Hulk scene was worth it. That is one of the best scenes that I've seen from Marvel in the past like 2 or 3 years. So I think they took all the budget and put into that 7 minutes of the Red Hulk. And that's about it.
I've seen the images of the leader, and then I've seen the concept art of the leader. So I think that's where like one of the reshoots comes into play. Like if they do this like a cool horrorish type way, and they actually do eventually bring Hulk into its own movie. I know there's legal stuff going on with that. Or just do what they did with this movie, have another character surrounding it with Hulk in it. If they do what they did in the Immortal Hulk run with the Green Door, like Gamma type thing, it's very horror-ish, and it's such a cool story. So it would be cool to see like the Green Door implemented into like it's basically like hell in a sense.
I really hope that they get to give Sam Wilson another Captain America movie, and they can bring back some of the villains that they didn't really let cook for very long back. Because like you had the Serpent Society that were like maybe 15 minutes of the movie. Obviously Red Hulk you only had like 7. And then the leader was in it for a little bit. They jumbled around a bunch of villains and they could never just stick to one. So if they would have got rid of like the Serpent Society and fully focused on the Red Hulk, I think it would have been better. But I think something maybe for the next Captain America, whatever movie they make with him.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about like how you thought Anthony Mackie did as far as taking up the mantle. I mean, I know there was Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I don't know. I think there's like parts of me where I'm like, I'm seeing the reviews, but I mean, I'm a sucker for some Captain America, and I feel like he'd be cool.
If you're not a big fan of like Sam Wilson, Captain America, I would just wait for it to come to streaming. Even now, I would still wait just because the hype's kind of all dying down with everything, and it'd probably be streaming in what 2-3 months that you could watch it. So
Probably.
it could be one definitely you could wait till streaming to watch.
It's like the main reason I even want to go see is just the Red Hulk. I feel like even throwing him into this, it's setting up for Thunderbolts or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the comics, he's a part of it. So I feel like it's just another way to implement him later on down the line. I'm all down for Harrison Ford. Kind of scared at his age, but I mean, I don't know what else to do there.
There was a post-credit scene, I will say, in this movie. There's only one. It was like the end. It was kind of pointless, but also at the same time, it's not. If they wouldn't have announced some of the movies that we're getting in the future, it would have been like, oh my god, I can't believe this is coming. Like, this is hype. But since they've already announced some of the Avengers movies we're getting, it's kind of pointless.
Definitely think that's what
Outside up.
kind of kills the hype too. If they would have not shown in the trailers Harrison Ford turning into Red Hulk and just letting it be a surprise, I feel like it would have hit harder. Not knowing that there's a Hulk in this movie, like set up the trailers just about Serpent Society. Don't show Red Hulk. I get it in their eyes. They're like, people's not gonna know who the fuck Serpent Society is. Let's throw Hulk in there, and your merchandise. But if you would just like drop the movie, not even knowing Hulk's gonna be in there, and then even drop the merch with fucking Red Hulk after, dude, I feel like that would be cooler.
There were certain scenes that they could have like reorganized, and if they would have added maybe like 20 to 30 more minutes of the Serpent Society, they could have easily hit everything about the leader and the Red Hulk and stuff like that. Because it kind of builds up there for a little bit with Serpent Society, and then it's just boom, cut off, and then you're right to the leader. So
they went crazy on the pushing the Hulk, the Red Hulk advertising whenever, it kind of came to the surface. I mean, and it just sucks, dude, because like after I'd learned how little screen time Red Hulk actually does have in the film, I mean, like you shouldn't be surprised about it, but just like, coming off of like, definitely so many years, in between, but just like where you're getting these films where a villain is so like prevalent in it. Like I'm like thinking like Thanos and shit, but that's obviously like multiple movies like overarching to what led up with him. But it's just disappointing because like it's been such a long time since we've actually like we talked about this, like have a Hulk that's like actually like a problem, and not just like a puss Hulk. And I don't know, it's just something that hasn't been touched on in a really long time. Like maybe not ever in like a movie kind of sense, unless you count like Age of Ultron. But
I say the last time that the Hulk kind of like hulked out was Age of Ultron, and
mhm.
seeing Harrison Ford's Red Hulk do as much destruction as he did in the 7 minutes he was on screen is way more than the one we have now. Hulk
Mhm.
could ever think about doing.
It's cool
it
to
just it just sucks.
it's cool to see though, like that they have the leader in. I'm sure like he has something to do with Red Hulk, but like in the comics, he was made by Modoc and the leader, so it'd be cool to see like Modoc, like the eviler version of him, because how he makes so many bodies of himself. But like, so the one question I have is Red Hulk in this movie just like a blubbering monster, or does he have a coherent thought through his head?
I can give you that answer if you'd like. It would be spoilers, but
Oh well, if that's up to them then. Because
I can wait till after if you want.
in the comics, he's like coherent and he like knows what he's doing.
You can spill the beans.
Yeah.
He's coherent. He
Oh,
knows what he's
okay,
doing.
okay, all right, that's good then. Because I was kind of like, I hope he's not just like a fucking blubbering baby, because that's not what he is. But that's good.
Like he knows what he's doing, but he's just so full of rage that he can't control it, which is kind of like just what Hulk is.
Mm.
And it takes some certain things to get him to calm down.
Pussy.
So
Whoa.
yeah, Hulk pussy.
Mm.
She-Hulk?
She-Hulk, where you at?
She'll lay him down in that little Japan place and screw him.
Her
Dude.
and what was it, Megan Thee Stallion?
Twerk on him.
I wonder how we'll compare to the it's just two upcoming MCU films this year, right? We got Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. I wonder how it's nice that there's like not as much, not counting like the series and stuff, but it's definitely like a year where like I don't know, it's kind of crazy to think that the Fantastic Four is like, the most hyped, property that's going to drop this year.
It's also shocking to me that it's like the last movie we get before the next Avengers movie.
That's fucking me up. So I thought Thunderbolts was after Fantastic Four.
No, it goes Thunderbolts and then Fantastic Four.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah,
That's the last movie we get.
Yeah,
we get like 2 shows in between there, but
so when is Thunderbolts?
May 2nd,
Like April, May, and then Fantastic Four is like what, in like June, July?
June, July. I think I'll look it up real quick.
I think July, I would think, because isn't Superman coming out in July, and those are going to be kind of like head to head.
Thunderbolts is May 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four is July 25th.
Yeah. Which I think my most hyped movie of the year or superhero movie of the year is Superman. I think, but I am excited for Fantastic Four.
I think so far right now it's Fantastic Four for me. The Thunderbolts is gaining my attention with that trailer where it shows Sentry like turning people into fucking shadows and shit. I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of interesting. I want to see how they're gonna take that character down.
I don't know. I just like there's part of me that watches the Thunderbolts trailer and I'm just like feeling very like Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
like just core. I'm like, I don't know.
The one thing about Fantastic Four that excites me is like we're definitely gonna see Galactus, obviously. a Silver Surfer, but I know somewhere within this we're gonna see some type of. I would figure some type of Doctor Doom.
That's what I
And
was just about
so
to say.
they're gonna show Robert Downey in some way connected with this Fantastic Four. I would assume.
Or like some little just like, maybe like a post credit like little thing where they show like the Von Doom shit or something like that.
Yeah.
It's Doom and Tom.
Jared Leto comes out, Morpheus.
Man, I still don't know how I feel about Robert Downey Jr. as fucking as Doctor Doom, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I I don't really know how I feel about it either because like you can definitely like play into like the psychological aspect of it where it's like everybody sees him as Tony, so he's trying to blend in and he's just following wherever the Fantastic Four like appear some way. I don't know, but honestly, I would just like it if he was just behind the mask.
Yeah, but like I feel like it's just gonna be like, oh, Robert Downey Jr.
That's
Oh,
him. That's
show
Iron
his
Man.
face, show his face, show his face. Like,
Yeah.
how I feel like they do with just about any hero. So like, I don't know.
That reminds me also that that's one news thing I forgot to bring up was supposedly in the new upcoming Spider-Man, he's going to be mostly in the suit, not show his face because he's going to be in the Christopher Nolan movie. So
Oh, I mean, it's unfortunate that's what came to this, but I mean, yeah. I just want like that friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Like I don't want him saving the fucking world. I don't want him going to fucking Paris or whatever the fuck. I want
yeah.
him to fucking just save like Brooklyn or like the Bronx or some shit.
Hmm.
They should bring back Chris Evans as like Doc Ock, because they're bringing just all these heroes back,
That's kind of crazy.
get them back in seats.
They're also saying that they might finish off the Kang thing with Doctor Doom killing Kang. But there was like an actor that was supposedly going to replace Kang. I forget who he was now, but I'm all for a replacement just to finish it off. It's a sad mishap, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just how they had to like completely like switch directions. It is, I mean, like has there even been any mention of him in any project since Quantumania or
One project I think they showed, but I don't know what its name is, and I don't know when that was going to be released. I think there was one thing that he's a part of right now.
yeah.
So, Quantumania was just a mess. A fucking mess.
Well, all Ant-Man movies are just doo-doo dog shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot you hate Paul Rudd.
I do. I hate Paul Rudd.
I
He's on
like
the
the
list.
first one, and I like the second one. Now, when you get to the third one, I don't know what the fuck was going on in their heads with MODOK, but Kang was cool in it. I'm not gonna lie, Kang was cool.
In the way of recent watches, um, I would say post Captain America, but it took me like a combined 5 days to finish Captain America. I watched The Wrestler from 2008, directed by Darren Aronofsky. That is a very, very, very good. If you haven't seen it and you like the Iron Claw, you would like this. And I feel like it's like it gives like a good insight on like pro wrestling and like all the shit that like comes with it, baggage and at its core, it's a really good like kind of father-daughter story and like a dude trying to like gain some redemption. And if you've seen any Darren Aronofsky movies, you kind of know that you're just in for a fucking depressing ride. So gave that 4.5. I rewatched The Lighthouse. I showed Hayden it. And I just every time I watch it, bro, there's just so much shit. I watched it with subtitles, which was actually like kind of nice because I was just like reading what like just so many like you dog, "You rotten dog," and I'm just like, and then him like barking, bro. Like I don't know if like my brain just like doesn't have the capacity to handle like the last like 15 minutes, but like just so much of that movie is so good. Like I fucking love that movie. It's like just the most bro movie. Just going through all the male emotions. One moment you're about to kiss, and then the next moment you're fist fighting. It's just like, the perfect male experience. Gave that 5. I watched this movie on Shudder called The Dead Thing, and if like kind of the plot of that Patrick Swayze movie Ghost, where it's like a ghost story and they're like making pottery and like fucking and shit. That's basically like what this movie is. It's like if I put in my review, it's basically like if like a fuckboy ghost downloaded Tinder and was just like getting some ass and like haunting people. It was okay. It had a really good score. Like it had like a John Carpenter ass score, which like, there were parts where I was like, oh shit, maybe it's getting good. I was in the middle of building some Legos to it, and like I would lock into the movie whenever I thought it was starting to get good, and whenever it wasn't, I was just like going back to my Legos. So it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, but it'd be something good for like the background. As sad as that is to say, I gave it 2 stars. Um, my buddy Harrison, he made a short film. It's on YouTube. It's called Doors Unlocked. It's 8 minutes, and it is very well shot and really cool. It's got a really cool plot. It's got good music, and I'd recommend anybody to check that out because again, it's on YouTube. It's 8 minutes, and you got to support the local filmmakers.
Could you imagine,
I need to check that.
like, one of the local filmmakers, like they just like one of their scenes, and if anybody wants to do this, it would be fucking hilarious, and it would just be like an inside joke kind of. But like they just open a door, and we're at like a table, but we just have like the popcorn bucket in the middle of it, and we just kind of like look at the door and they close it. That shit would be fucking hilarious, dude.
That is not where I thought you were going.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say like they're watching us on their computer or something like that. No,
That
they
too.
got like a full seance of us fucking soggy biscuiting the popcorn bucket.
Well, now you got 2 options. You know what? You might want to go with
You
the
got 2
with
options.
his. That would be funny too.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's a super cool little well shot short. So shout out to Harrison. And then I fucking watched Captain America, so we know about that. So Tyler, what have you been cooking up on your watches?
I showed Michaela Wally.
Oh wow.
She hates robots or something. So
Oh, she didn't like the
I
movie.
made her. I mean, she thought it was cute. I was like, I don't know. She didn't appreciate the idea of like a cute little robot movie, I guess. And I was like, it is literally like one of the best things ever.
It is.
And then she's like, oh, that is kind of cute.
I still
Mamma
haven't seen
Mia.
Wally.
God
You still have
damn.
not watched Wally?
I still haven't seen Wally or Ratatouille.
Oh my
Watch Wall-E.
god, bro!
Watch Wall-E
Ratatouille
tonight.
is like my. Wally's great, but Ratatouille is like my favorite Pixar, right? Pixar movie.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite, other than Toy Story. But
Continue.
Mamma Mia. Watch that. And then Anora.
Which we talked a little bit about in Nora. You also gave it 3.5 stars?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Catfish documentary that inspired the TV show.
How was that?
I mean, I enjoy the show, so
Same.
I was like, it was an alright documentary.
Chad, Avery, have you all watched anything of note?
I watched Nosferatu. I enjoyed it. Gave it a 4-star.
good movie.
Other than that, I started that one movie that's Andrew Garfield and the one that
Florence
plays
Pugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend started it. We're like 30 minutes in, so we're trying to finish that one night. And then Longlegs is actually now on Disney Plus, so I might watch it.
Bless up.
So
Yeah, I mean, we could always like talk about that again. I would definitely like your insight on it because you have some good insights on movies. Especially
Okay.
Nosferatu. Whenever Tyler gets around to it, when it gets on that cock. But I'd love to talk
It's
about that.
coming this week, right?
That
Yeah, I
movie
believe so.
lives
Can
in the
learn a new
back of
language.
my head, dude.
Nosferatu.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's so much I want to talk about because Eggers has like this just way of doing things that makes me like want to deep dive his like lore of his characters and whatnot. That movie sits in the back of my head. Um, the movie, the most prominent movie that's in my head right now that I've watched, and if something else comes later, I might bring it up. But the Bordelac, I think is what it's called. It's on Shutter. That vampire like esque movie following from Nosferatu. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. It's all in French, I'm pretty sure. So subtitles. Pretty okay story. It's not the best. It's not like what everybody was like so hype about. Like I saw it on TikTok a lot. They're like, "Oh, you gotta watch this if you like Nosferatu." But the puppet's kind of cool. Like the dead man puppet is neat, and that seems like where most of the budget went. So if you like Nosferatu and you like that kind of esque of like vampires, you'll get a little kick out of it. It's not bad. It's not great either. It's not bad. Yeah. It's
So I
like
watched like 75 episodes of Naruto. Does that count for something?
no, that never counts.
Not counting.
That never
But
counts.
we did watch all the episodes for the new Spider-Man show, Chad.
We did. I'll say, is this just me and you that's seen it, or
I still
have you seen
gotta
it?
I gotta catch up with episodes, but you guys can
Okay.
spoil whatever you want. I'm still gonna watch
I
it.
gotta bum someone's Disney Plus. I gotta
got
get
you.
on that. I need to get on that.
Yeah, I'm bumming off my wife's brothers.
What episode are you on, Avery?
I think I'm literally like these are the last two episodes, right?
Okay,
Yeah, this is
yeah.
9
So-
and 10.
Yeah, so these are the only two that I haven't watched yet, and then I'll be done.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess, at least my opinions on it, I'll keep it spoilerish free.
You can, yeah, if you want to deep dive it,
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
cool.
I like, for the most part, that it is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in the sense that the missions he's going on aren't, over the top, big, end of the world type things. But I still want an animated or live action story where it feels like, grounded back to like Sam Raimi-esque. There's no Stark technology, no Osborn technology. Just get Peter just doing his own thing,
Yeah.
That's really my only complaint when it comes to the portrayal of Peter.
Yeah, I can get that because like he has Norman just pretty much like right in his pocket for this whole series. That anything he needs, he can just pretty much get from an Osborn. So I would like to see more of him trying to figure it out. I guess they're trying to maybe just establish him a little bit more and get some of his villains aligned and stuff like that. There's some cool Easter eggs in the last episode. I don't know if you've seen the whiteboard, Tyler, that has like all the names on the back of it, and you look through them or not.
I didn't pay attention to him.
Okay. There's a couple like it set up Electro, and then it set up like a few other like heroes and stuff like that they can bring in eventually if they want. But I think episode 9 was more about the Scorpion. That's why I'll just kind of leave it brief about that. And then episode 10 is its own little thing that's kind of like built up throughout the season in the background. So that way everyone won't get spoiled. But there's a cool little callback at episode 10. I think it was my favorite, just to see how we'll say loop kind of goes. So
Is a second season of that confirmed? Or...
second season is in the works, and they've confirmed season 3. I think they're starting to write season 3 now.
That's pretty cool.
It definitely gives more initiative to like a series because it just seems like some series, none really come to mind, but like definitely there's been that case with some Spider-Man series. Like I think what was it, Spectacular Spider-Man kind of just got like canned, and like a lot of people like that. I hadn't seen it, but Yeah, I kind of missed out on a lot of like animated Spider-Man shows aside from like the 90s show that I like caught reruns of and whatnot. But I saw a clip where it was Spider-Man like stopping some guys from like robbing a truck or something like that, and he catches, I guess, like one of his schoolmates doing like participating, and he's like, "What are you doing? Like, you shouldn't be doing this." And just based off the little bit that I saw, and then like Scorpion came in. I mean, it seems like the dude does a good Spider-Man take. I mean, it seems like, it'd be cool, and it kind of, to Tyler's point, I mean, just jonesing for some like friendly neighborhood shit, not like end of the world stuff. But yeah, again, even the technology stuff, because I feel like even in like the Spider-Man games, like especially like the second one, there's too much technology. Like I don't know, but I don't know. It seems like that's the way a lot of Spider-Man is going, and getting into pickups later. I got a new trade paperback, and I'm hoping there's not too much technology shit on it. But
I'm excited to see where season 2 goes because they kind of set up some things for them to do in the next, season. And I hope we get more than 10 episodes, but I don't want it to be like, 26 that some like shows do like a bunch of, animated episodes. But if they do maybe like 13 to 14 to maybe give it a little bit more space to develop all of these stories they're planning for next season, it'd be pretty good. They also had Ned Leeds on that board at the end. They teased him. And then I don't know if you've seen, Tyler, the character that was in the sky at the very end.
Character in the sky. I just watched these before I got on the pod. I'm already blanking.
I don't want to spoil it. When the person leaves, when he's on like the crane and they're like at that one place, and there's a person like the top left. It's just a cool little like cameo.
Tyler popped a perk before he got on here.
Something, because like this is like foreign language to me.
Okay, well,
I remember
just,
everything about the end except whatever you're talking about.
okay. Well, usually when that person shows up, something big happens. So we'll see what.
Was the
I know what he's talking
was the
about because
Watcher
I saw
in the
the.
episode? And I'm
I,
just like,
The Watcher was in the episode.
I saw
I
that
didn't even
little
catch
screen
the.
grab.
Okay, yeah, I was. I'm like, I remember.
Yeah, it's like the last shot with Peter in it,
The giant,
and he's in like the top left corner, just looking over the city.
the
I
giant
just remember
face.
like Peter swinging. Like,
What's that mean? Is there
It's a
going to be
little
all
bit
this
before that.
interconnected bullshit, or like what is that entail?
I don't want to say the character that's in the episode, but the one that he helps when he leaves. You know what I'm talking about? I'll tell you.
We got into the most
That's it.
confusing part of the podcast, viewers and listeners.
Yes.
We don't know what we're doing now.
Yeah,
That's-
sorry guys.
speaking
I
of rules,
have zero insight on this bullshit. I'm just here for the ride.
I'm texting you as we speak.
Okay. So I'm like,
Um,
I got everything else on that episode, but whatever you're speaking, different language.
You've been texting.
talking on Spider-Man, I'll just spill the beans on this trade paperback that I got, collected edition of this new Ultimate Spider-Man run. So,
Very good series.
married with kids, boo. But, still.
Wait, so
I think it's
that's
fine.
a thick boy. I thought that was just a fucking.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it's all the newer, it's like the whole run, I guess.
I didn't know they were already
I'm,
doing those.
I'm behind a couple issues.
1 through 6. And I was telling you all, I saw that they had like a whole collected edition of Ultimate Black Panther, and that looked kind of cool. But I thought I would try out with this, just kind of see like what the vibe's like. We were talking a little bit on just the Ultimates too, like the art style of that's like real like interesting. It like kind of almost looks like I don't know, like kind of like Japanese inspired.
Yeah, the art styles on all of them are really nice. I think the only one I haven't really read was the Black Panther one, the Ultimate X-Men. Spider-Man
Oh
run's amazing.
no,
Though.
my mistake. It was the X-Men one that kind of had that like Japanese kind of art style. Yeah, it was the X-Men one
And
because
the
you were talked about that.
and the Ultimate Wolverine. That's a good one too.
That's right. I don't think I saw any of the collected edition Ultimate Wolverines
I have it
there.
somewhere.
I just saw Spider-Man and Black Panther.
A little bit of the Black Panther I've read's not bad. I just feel like it's
Oh,
just Wakandan, like nothing super unique about it,
there he is.
and like
Yeah.
reinventing the character.
Reminds
I love
me.
that cover.
It when I look at this cover, if you guys have ever seen that bad art drawing of like Captain America with a huge ass chest or whatever, that's what this kind of reminds me of.
That's that Rob Liefeld drawing, is it not, of Cap?
I think so.
And speaking on, I am going to fucking read this Spider-Man book soon because I got so many fucking pickups that I have not read. I suck. Which, speaking of which, this is talk about a thick boy. You had recommended this, Avery.
Oh yes, very
And we
much
kind of
so.
talked on it.
Yeah.
Immortal Hulk. Fucking
Mm.
thick gums.
I think I'm on like my third or fourth reread of the entire series. I fucking love that series so much. I love the horror aspect of it. You're gonna like it a lot because of the horror, the gory transformations, dude. All of it's just so great, dude. The way Banner turns into Hulk is so grotesque and just interesting.
That's sick. Yeah,
So
that's gonna be exciting. Because again, I just feel like Hulk is just like, you don't like Hulk doesn't get a lot of love.
yeah, that
Really.
series, man, banger.
Do we want to get into show and tell pickups?
You guys
Those were
go.
mine.
I'm gonna take my
Chad,
blankie
if you
off.
wanna go first.
I only have two. They're kind of the same thing. This place out in Southridge has a collectible Funko kind of store. And I found this one I was in there, which is a signed One Piece pop.
Oh,
That's
that's
kind
pretty
of
cool.
hard.
So
Signed.
I don't know if it's verified as a signed one, but it was like $20 because where it's unverified, they can't sell it for the full price. But I thought for $20, I'll take a chance. And then I also forgot this one that was up there signed, and it was like 40. So not sure if they're real, but I might take a chance one day and see if I can get them somehow verified.
Yeah. Nice.
Hmm.
Tyler, bust out them goods, boy.
Bust out that cack.
All
Bust
my
out-
pickups
bust out.
consist of either a late Christmas present, Valentine's Day present, or pre-orders that I had from like 3 months ago, or in one case I think almost a year show up. For Chad, as
Nice.
a late Christmas present, one of our watchers got me 332nd Trooper,
Okay.
so that was cool.
Nice.
For Valentine's Day, Michaela picked up a Black Series figure for me while she was out. I don't have many from the Acolyte, but I have May. So now I need to get more from the Acolyte.
The entirety.
I mean, honestly, looking back at the Acolyte as a show, there's some parts I don't like, but at least as like character designs and the actual figures themselves, they're actually really nice. So
They get her Walmart. Some of them are going on sale too.
yeah, if I can get OSHA on sale, I'd be pretty happy with that. Picked up my fourth Bith at Books A Million because
Oh,
you gotta
yeah.
love that Cantina band. Book of Boba Fett, Cad Bane, that I've had on
Nice.
pre-order for like a whole year from Entertainment Earth.
Wow.
It was whenever the new Mando figure came out at like the end of 2023. Same wave.
Shit.
I won't lie, the blue gauntlets have kind of grown on me.
Oh my god. Captain Brutus from Skeleton Crew.
That's a cool one.
Definitely could have been used more in the show, but whatever. I picked up a second R2 on the new body because he was going for like $60 online. The Big Bad had him in stock. What is odd, this is the first time I've received a figure with the Japanese like import sticker.
I've never seen that.
I've seen that if you buy them from like companies over in like Japan or China and have them shipped directly to you like months in advance, they'll have the sticker on it. So I'm not sure why mine does, but I don't complain.
That's pretty cool.
And the last one I've had sitting in my Big Bad cart, like pile of loot forever, is the Mayfix Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett.
Is that the first version or the second?
It's the new reissue. Because I guess this figure was like one of those really expensive ones. Then they reissued it. And then it just sat in stock forever and ever. And it was around like Thanksgiving or Christmas. It went on sale for like $40.
Oh.
When it's actually like 80 to 90 on Big Bad. So
is that the same scale as the Black Series?
It's slightly larger.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't taken him out of the box yet, but I've seen videos. And I mean, next to like a Black Series Boba Fett, he's a little bit taller. But just to have him with the rest of the Empire Strikes Back bounty hunters, he'll blend in okay. But
got a live unboxing.
Yeah.
I'll mute myself so plastic doesn't crinkle.
I've looked at those Mayfixes a lot.
Never forget when I got an SH Figure Arts Batman, and I opened them and started fucking with him, and trying to switch out his hands was so stress-inducing that I just like about crashed out, and I was just like, I'm not even fucking with this. And it's been in my coffee table, and I have not touched it since.
Nice.
I was kind of inebriated whenever I was fucking with the in and fuck with it. I don't know, but it was, I won't lie, it was really fucking weird trying to fuck with his hands. Like, I don't know, it really strange.
I've never got one of those. Is that plastic over his helmet? That's kind of
okay.
I'm muted.
Yeah, you're still muted, sweet boy.
Gonna open it, and they're all gonna fall.
Yeah, we're gonna just narrate for him. This is a size comparison.
Now make him kiss.
It's not terrible.
Oh, it's
kind of beefy though. You're not gonna lie, he's a beefy boy.
Yeah. Which I guess technically, since this is based on the actor in Empire Strikes Back, it would be correct to his height, but like in universe to how tall Boba Fett's supposed to be. It's like
he's very shiny. I like the middle that's shining. It's really nice.
Yeah. Like I wanted to get this because the Black Series Empire Strikes Back Boba is on that like old 2013 Boba body that is absolutely horrible. Which I'm actually scared now if I put him up next to Bosk.
I don't think he's gonna be like towering over him.
Yeah, I'm scared of that, man.
One little slap from that Boba and you're gonna fucking see the face of God. Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Almost the same height as Bosk. Actually, if I straighten up his helmet.
Bosk looks so skinny and frail compared to him.
Like next to the Black Series Boba Fett, I mean, Bosk looks.
Oh, he's gone.
Dead.
Right into the Sarlacc pit.
Like next to the Black Series one,
looks
at least
normal.
taller.
Still cool though. Still pretty cool.
Yeah, especially to get an import figure for literally the price that they're supposed to be, I couldn't really pass up. So
Yeah, I've looked at the Mando one forever because I really like how the Mando and Grogu look together.
I think the Mafex, Nightwing, and Daredevil are really fucking cool.
The Daredevil, dude, yes, because Marvel Legends Daredevil is so fucking hard to get.
I wish I would have gotten the Mafex Daredevil because the promo pictures for it I was not big on, but then I saw in hand photos of everyone showing it off, and that's when I was like, I need that.
I saw this cool thing posted by I think like what is that guy? I think a lot of us follow like Toy Wiz or something like that, where this dude was like selling like a figure photography book where it was just like a big compilation of like shots that he had took, and he made it all into like a book, and it was like a little picture book, and he had like little subtext and like titles of like what the figures were, you know, kind of background behind it. And I thought that was pretty cool. What the fuck? The news we got in the way of Marvel Rivals, we got The Thing and the Human Torch. When is that coming, Chad?
So here's the thing. It comes this Friday, 21st. So he will drop alongside Johnny Storm, Human Torch. They've already shown gameplay of both of them, and they look incredible
Insane.
to add to the team. I don't think y'all played very much of it, but like they have these team ups in the game, and the Human Torch has one with Storm to where his ultimate, the Human Torch, throws fire tornadoes, and then Storm can go into them and pretty much create like a fire tornado with like a hurricane in the middle of it. It's crazy.
Super cool.
So I'm excited for them to come out because I really enjoyed when they put in Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. So, and I'm excited to have some more variety in characters of tanks and just not all DPS.
Dude, it's gonna be Iron Man in the sky, Johnny in the sky. Now you're gonna have fucking Storm in the sky
Storm.
and Johnny in the sky. Fuck it.
Peter Parker's already in the back lawns where the game
Yeah.
even started.
Somebody's gonna put 3 flying characters in the sky, and there's gonna rain hell, and you're gonna have the thing just bulldozing. It's gonna be crazy.
We need our first flying tank, and I'm waiting for it.
Oh, dude, I couldn't even imagine who it would be.
In news of Marvel Rivals, though, they did announce that a lot of the U.S. team got laid off, which sucks. Everyone losing their jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
The company NetEase, which owns Marvel Rivals, came out and pretty much said that this shouldn't affect the game, and this was just necessary cutbacks and stuff like that. But we'll see how it will affect the game, if any at all.
Yep.
I hope that the developers and everyone like that, artists and all that stuff, find a job, maybe go create their own game studio and create something, because it's always nice to have, new game studios making new games and taking the experience that they learned from Rivals to create competition.
If this game goes, I'm killing myself. Plain and simple.
I hope it's not something with the whole Chinese ban, like how they were trying to do TikTok, where NetEase is Chinese and
True.
the government might try to step in and shut it down. We'll see. That's what happened with the card game Marvel Snap. It was also taken offline from the US for about 2 weeks with the whole TikTok ban. So it's back now, thankfully, but we shall see.
And then for in the way, really a lot of horror news. Today there was a trailer that had dropped from the brothers that had made Talk to Me for Bring Her Back is what they're calling it. And it looks pretty cool. The trailer definitely had a pretty spooky vibe. It seems kind of more in the way of like a traditional kind of A24 horror movie. I mean, it seems like there's a naked old person in the trailer, and It seems definitely like, kind of ghost spooky type. And there was one shot where it kind of looked like it was like filmed on like a camcorder, just about, and there was like a really fucked up looking lady in it. So some pretty cool stuff. I like Talk to Me. I will rewatch. I'm definitely planning on rewatching it soon. But that's supposed to come out in the summer of this year. And then Avery started recording, but I'm gonna be a sucker. There was a movie that would. I say I'm gonna be a sucker for this, but will I watch it? I don't fucking know. But the title of the movie, "Clown in a Cornfield."
Listen, man, it's like it looks like I'll probably watch it just to watch it, but the face of the clown in the background of the
In the
poster,
background is like the most basic clown.
most basic thing you've seen over the last 10 years. It's the same shape, it's the same look. Can we please do something different? That's scary.
And like, I don't know if it's just like a dude in a clown getup, like probably not gonna be as good, but who fucking knows? It's from the producers of Smiles, so I mean, like,
It could be good. Could be.
it could be,
Maybe they're starting
shit.
like a series of like Clown in the Cornfield, Ghost in a Graveyard,
Oh
um,
fuck!
Vampire in a Vacuum. I don't know, something.
Jesus
like
Christ. It's just like the most
Something.
generic shit, dude. Can we get a cool horror clown thing where they're in the circus doing fucking crazy shit? I mean, we already got like Art the Clown. Like, you're not gonna top that. Let's just be honest. It's in a fucking cornfield, so that's just -5 points for me already.
You give that 5 big dooms.
Is that Doom?
Oh, that's what
What's
Doom's
it
gonna
do?
say.
Big boom.
I said dooms.
That's what Dr.
What's
Doom's gonna
Dooms?
do.
I know some of them they do like Boom or Doom.
Yeah.
I've seen a few TikToks of that, but
And back to I think we might need to do like a special episode monkey tier list, because this Friday, if you go to the theaters, you can see Monkey, the Monkey, from director
people?
Osgood Perkins, director of Longlegs, the
Ooh,
Monkey.
This should have came out last year with the whole monkey
ooh, banana.
craze.
What was the monkey craze?
Monkey Man.
Dawn or fucking Planet of the Apes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Godzilla versus Kong,
Uh-huh.
all out at the same time.
Curious George.
Ooh, Curious George. I mean, they're doing all like the fucking like horror movies of kids properties. So like, bro, a Curious George horror movie would actually go fucking nuts. What the fuck? He's curious about the human anatomy, so he's gonna fucking split your gutty works into into the floor, bro.
Alright, I didn't think that. That'd be pretty cool.
Honestly,
We need to talk about how monkeys are just like brutal and just like have we seen Nope?
Yeah.
Bro, the monkey in that.
Chad, did you say nope
I said nope.
in reply, you son of a bitch?
Yep.
Wow.
The sequel. Yup.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would love to deep dive his movies. Nope is one of them. That's really cool. It's a really cool movie.
Do you
Kinda-
all
Okay.
well, like I was trying to think like in like a comparison of like how many like midgets do you think you could fight before you get overtaken?
I mean, I'm a pretty tall dude. I think I could.
You got that length.
I think I could like that arm distance of swinging my shit, bro. Well, it'd be low.
Okay, but these are like 30-year-old seasoned midgets. Like how many dwarves,
specially
little
trained?
people? Yeah,
I'll see.
specially trained.
Especially trained at biting ankles.
They're like fucking. They're like Hydra. They're like Hydra dwarves.
It's gonna take like 6 to take me down, I think.
6. Those rookie numbers, brother.
To pin me, like if there's 6 of me on top, it's going to be rough to get them off. But,
How
like,
many midgets do you think you could take, Avery?
I don't. That's gonna be number 30 podcast. We're gonna see. We're gonna see it. That's gonna be. I don't know. Honestly, like, are they beefy little dudes and women?
Most midgets are.
So, use one as a battering ram. I'm sorry. This is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many I could take. To be honest.
What about you, Tyler?
These aren't questions I normally think about, so
These are questions, honestly, I think about because I'm just like at work and, you got to pass the day somehow. And you just think of these propositions.
these are answers we need to know.
Tell me, Tyler.
I'd hope about 10.
I was saying. I
Holy
was thinking
shit.
like around the same number too. I was like, I could probably get at least 9 or 10 if I'm really trying.
It's like the first few I know I can get, but like if they're all at the same time on top of
They're
me,
all coming at you at once.
it's gonna be rough trying to
It's
get
not.
6 of them off
they-
my back.
They
What
can't
kind of
grab you.
John Wick shit are you all on, taking on 10 midgets?
Or are you taking down one?
Bro, I'm kind of more on like Chad's. I mean, like, I don't 5, 6 midgets. I mean,
They're not gonna be able to grab me with those little grape hands. Like, what's going on?
I mean, like if they're coming one at a time, we're going all day. But like if there's like 1,000 of them coming, we'll take 6 of them and get them on the ground.
I can do this all day.
is this going to alienate the midget audience?
For sure, because this is not the first time we've brought midgets up. I've had somebody outside this podcast say, "You were talking about midgets. Be careful." It's just like I had that before, and here we go
Tell us
again.
now.
Okay, but
Which-
we were shouting out the midgets the one time, like in the wrestling shit. Like you got
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Andrew the
yeah.
Giant and fucking Psycho and those like little midget wrestlers.
Which we're not saying we're going to take out your people.
I love midgets. I'd kiss them right on top of the head.
we're just.
I would pick them up and just like shake.
That's
'em.
not the motion you should be doing.
I would pick them up and just be like, "Ee." Like I would lift up their shirt and give them a raspberry.
I think they say specifically they don't like that. So I don't think
What? I can't imagine why.
I don't think that's winning them over. So listen.
I think you need to try that on your own and come back to us with your result.
I don't know. I'm gonna be real. I better not say it. But do you think like 1 in 25 of our subscribers might be a midget?
Comment down below.
If you're the midget watching this, comment down below and tell us how fucked this is.
Listen, we're not discriminating, we like you.
No.
You could be
Warwick
a
Davis.
yes. There was 2 midgets right there.
Warwick Davis, Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle, yeah. He would be a cool guy to have on a yeah.
Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. So
Although I think he's kind of a cunt.
I think even in like dwarf or midget community, they say like they don't really like him that much, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Because I saw a thing where like he I forgot what he was talking about with like I think it was like with Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like something
Yes.
about the casting with that or something. But
Yes.
no, I love midgets. Again, like I said, if there's any midgets that want like a raspberry, you know who to come to.
Wee Man.
Yeah,
And
he's a good one.
the guy that played Mini-Me.
R.I.P. His name was like Vern Troyer or something.
Sounds like Chad's mic is like setting fire to the wind.
It do.
Something happened just now.
My washer lawn, so it's vibrating the whole house.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, to
That's
be
just what's
clear,
going on.
before we move on, we do not discriminate with small people. I'm just saying we make jokes. That's it. We make jokes.
yeah, I love midgets.
You could try to fight us though. It won't end bad. Good for you, but
I mean, like, how often do you see one in public?
a lot more often than you would think.
Oh.
A lot more often. There's where I work.
Do you ever?
Thinking about field goal type thing.
No, I mean, do you ever like offer them some help?
Oh no, never. 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 Never.
I'm just trying to think of some discourse, you know, and that was the first thing that came to mind. I was, you know, we were talking about monkeys, and I was gonna say like, how do you think you could fight at once? But for whatever reason, just midgets was like in my loins. It's just like needed to come out.
To be fair, like it's not the nicest person I've ever met either. So that's not everybody. I'm just saying this dude just kind of cranky.
Yeah.
Cranky.
Tyler, do you want to talk about the $50 fucking maximum Spider-Man?
Please save us, please,
Please.
please. I
That
can't.
is the worst figure I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well-
Give me three of them.
Yes.
That's
I
how all
was
the
gonna say 5, but
collectors are going to do that too. So you, every one of you bitchy little collectors, you're gonna buy 2 of them. You're gonna save one in a box, and you're gonna resell it because you're a coward.
I want a cookie so bad,
I can't even look you in the eyes right now
bro.
after what you.
Is that's like a Chips Ahoy too? That's like a crunchy Chips Ahoy, is it not?
It's not. It's
Oh,
the ones
homemade.
like you put in the oven.
Oh,
Pillsbury. There you go.
fuck.
Girlfriend made them.
Fuck.
if I'm being completely honest, this might be the worst import figure I've ever had.
Damn.
Like his arms, he doesn't. Well, they're in his hand.
Oh. Live reaction.
There's not a lot of shoulder movement, and also his like the bend right here. You barely get 90.
So
I
like
don't know. I feel like it's gonna break in my hand.
both as
like-
a amputee now. Are we good with amputees?
Ash Williams.
Oh yeah, the best.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
All right,
I
I'm
mean, for
sorry.
this one, just to stand on the shelf, it'll look fine. But this is not one that you just mess with.
It's understandable.
Hopefully the Silver Surfer is good in the. I know that's like really late in the game, but I saw your Silver in the background.
Woke.
A woman Silver Surfer.
Female. Female.
No.
A Hispanic Reed Richards.
Dude, I was day one thought he looked cool. I don't care what people say.
I just don't want him to do like a Pedro Pascal, like kind of just like I don't. But that's gonna come down to the direction, to like how good are they gonna direct him? Because he's a good actor. It's just like like he was great in The Last of Us.
So far, it seems like in the trailer he's like really fitting that like retro vibe of how he talks and everything. So I kind of have hope. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like a really cool trailer. The thing looks really cool. I don't really remember a lot about Johnny in that trailer, to be honest.
Yeah, it was kept him pretty minimal. It seems him and Sue.
There was a lot of speculation. It kind of shows too, like when she's walking with Reed, and they're like, "We have dinner at this time every day," and then you see her kind of
Mhm.
walking, waddling, so she might be pregnant, which would make sense for the title, First Steps. So
Yeah.
I think we might talk about that before. I'm not sure.
She's waiting to poop that thing out.
It's gonna be invisible.
Maybe
Mhm.
he's restored in the butt.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Are they really? Hmm.
Did any of you all watch the Super Bowl? Probably not.
Yeah, I watched it. I
Okay,
watched it.
did you see the Mountain Dew commercial? Seal?
Oh my god, dude! I saw that all over
Yeah,
Twitter.
my sister sent me a meme and she was like, "This is what Mark looked like to me."
What?
I was like, "Yeah."
The first
What?
time I seen that, the only thing I could think about was the movie Tusk.
Oh
fuck.
yeah, yeah.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
just how it looks, I was just like, I have a picture here on my phone, which you can kind of see.
Oh yes, that yes.
Yes,
That looks like some fucking like Quantum Mania shit.
but that was the first thing I thought of, and I was just like, I don't want to think about this anymore.
What would you do if you were locked in a room with that?
Fuck it.
I can't say.
Mr. Tusk, Mr. Seal, kiss from a rose.
Dude, did you,
You
this
get my mouth on blast.
this is not what we talk about ever, and I don't really think we'd ever really talk about it anyway. But did you guys see the video that is like trending today of a drone that was that was hovering above like Drake's like penthouse or
Yes.
whatever, and he like throws his fucking shit.
No way.
So pussyish, dude. It was so funny. Yeah, it was so random. Like I don't know what the fuck was going on, but he was like gambling or something on his laptop, and he comes to the door, and he like grabs a little sandal and throws it so like wimpish.
I've been hearing it's fake. I don't know how true it is, but like, there's apparently like a shot of the drone. You can see some like guy like in the background like controlling it,
Mhm.
and I think he owns that gambling site or he's partnered with it or something. So he was trying to do like some weird advertisement for it. Could be wrong. But
I could definitely see it as being like a. I mean, with any celebrity now, anything that goes on with them kind of seems like a hoax type thing, just to get more popularity. Like, look at
Except
Kanye.
Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye. I don't think it's fake. I think it's like he is just batshit bonkers now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Drake. We love Kendrick Lamar around here.
yeah, I don't like pedophiles.
hmm That halftime show
Was
rocking those bell-bottom
I didn't
jeans.
understand any of that.
Worst halftime show I've seen since last year's shitty halftime show. Where's the country and the rock? Right. Yep.
Yep.
country.
But yeah, some bell-bottom jeans.
Hey Drake.
Maybe we'll
Well,
record next year at the Super Bowl. Live podcast episode in the middle of the Super Bowl.
It'd be crazy. A year from now, we're still at 20 some subscribers.
we're reporting live. We would like to thank our 30th subscriber.
Crazy.
I don't know if we have any little people in subs at all. We probably lost them. So
Yeah.
I would
Hope we
like
go
to
down to, like,
apologize.
2 subscribers after this.
I would
Like it
like
was
to-
fully just 20.
This is what
20
cancels
subscribers.
us.
I just completely tanked the podcast. I would like to apologize.
Yeah, we'll get ahead of the curve. We
Yeah.
apologize.
That was
Apology
my
video.
bad.
Ukulele.
I made a mistake.
Gotta do the Travis Scott. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! I just committed mass atrocities. Fuck. My bad.
It is cool though. So if you haven't subscribed, this probably won't make you subscribe, but you should subscribe because you'll get more like unhinged videos and podcasts. Same thing. Potato, potato. So subscribe now. I'm trying to look up how many subscribers we have.
I think we're hovering around like the 25, 26 range.
We're at 25. So we skipped the last podcast because we were all making love.
Mhm.
So let's keep that subscriber count going up because you got 101 videos, about to be 102 videos, and that's a lot of podcasts. And that's not like 100 and some podcasts, but that's just like clips and whatnot that we did. But 22 podcast episodes, crazy.
And again, give us suggestions on any films you'd like us to cover. I definitely foresee, given that Fantastic Four is going to come later in the year, covering, maybe some of the 2000s film. That'd be pretty cool. and
Got
you know,
that.
whatever else.
I think there's like an original, kind of like this Captain America one, like an original Fantastic Four we get to.
I was talking about that. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's like one from the 90s that was like fully filmed and like it was never released or something
Oh,
like that. It was like an
I
unreleased
think it was
movie.
released only in like one country or something like that, and you had like imported in or something, but
Yeah,
it'll be
okay.
online somewhere.
I would want to, I'd say it'd be on YouTube, but I saw like a thing where somebody was ranking Doctor Doom costumes, and the Doctor Doom costume in that film actually looks pretty good. It definitely looks better than like the 2015 Fantastic Four Doctor Doom, whatever the fuck that was.
I
melted.
know I've seen the I know I've seen the costumes for the '90s Fantastic Four, and honestly, they were popping off with
Mhm.
costumes. It's just
Yeah.
everything else. I guess they were tanking with.
Very, very cool stuff. Very cool. I think this is probably like the end of it. We went an hour and 20 minutes. So if you drive to work, exercise, you know, fiddle with your PP or VV, you could.
Play some games and have this in the
Yeah.
background.
We're not always so chaotic, and I'm still pissed that our 18th one is gone forever, but that was like probably the funniest fucking shit ever. But, um, subscribe, share, check out the merch. We got a little bit of a merch shop going on. Pretty cool stuff there. Trying to think of what else. Oh, our Letterboxd. Everybody puts their stuff on there, especially them three. I'm kind of like the one man out where I just always forget about it. Yeah. And to the 23rd episode, we will go because that is nuts. Nuts. Nuts, nuts, nuts.